Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Katrina Villarreal. In soccer now, where FC Arizona head coach Alejandro Aguilar is making an impact at all levels in the Valley. Cronkite sports reporter Joseph Furtado has more on how players are benefiting from Aguilar's international soccer pedigree. For the fourth year in a row, Republicans batted their way to a win at the Congressional baseball game, and it was a blowout, 31-11. After a disappointing season last year, the Phoenix Suns are looking to the NBA draft this week to find some answers. Racing down the street at high speeds is intense, and adding rain to the mix makes it dangerous due to visibility issues. But a Tucson native was able to come out victorious. Eddie and Magic played together as teenagers on a Junior USA team and are now good friends. Magic, who was speaking in honor of Martin Luther King, took the time to give the Suns broadcaster high praise for his 17-year NBA career. Here in the Valley, kids went from watching the Suns to now hitting the court with their favorite players, giving them the opportunity to learn how to play the Suns way. This is what fans and teams can expect after they come out victorious in the NCAA Final Four. But fans have to wait until next week to see the confetti fall, but until then, there are many events going on in downtown Phoenix to get you prepared for the big game. Supposed to take 1 year, only took 9 months. And now, 11-time WNBA All-Star, 6-time Olympian, and WNBA all-time leading scorer, Diana Taurasi's legacy is in Phoenix forever. Taurasi says that she hopes doors continue to open for women in sports. The Arizona Outcast is more than just a team. They're a family, and they support each other no matter what. I'm here at the Footprint Center, which is going to be home to the WNBA All-Star Game this weekend. Many local businesses here in downtown Phoenix are preparing for the big day. Paris Olympics kicking off on July 26. ASU is well represented in sports ranging from swimming to golf. 5 Sun Devil alums will be taking on the world's biggest stage for sports, representing ASU in women's golf. 2 years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke to 8,000 people on the ASU Tempe campus, encouraging them to embrace universal kinship. Erin Magic Johnson reflects on how Dr. King has helped him become a leader.
You know, it's more than just a game. It's being part of a family.
The Arizona Outcasts are the first and only women's tackle football team in Arizona. Before they were the Outcasts, the team was known as the Prowlers. Defensive coordinator Dave Bills says they wanted a fresh start.
A lot of the players did stay with us from one team to the next, but we really wanted to reset and start a whole brand new team with a whole new model and mission.
The team consists of women who have played with the Outcasts for years and even those who just got their start last season. Linebacker Lindsey Runge says she knew she wanted to be a part of the team when she set foot on the field.
Literally, when I came for tryouts, everyone was so welcoming and inviting, and I felt like I was actually part of a team. I played college softball, so it was nice to be part of a team again.
There are not always a lot of opportunities for women in the realm of tackle football, but the Outcasts and the Women's Football Alliance has been able to provide a space for women.
We are developing something that's going to have a legacy with it, you know. And so for me, that's definitely a sense of pride.
The Arizona Outcast is more than just a team. They're a family, and they support each other no matter what. Defensive tackle Brandy Warner says it means a lot to her to be a part of something like the Outcast. Everyone is always willing to help. The biggest positive for Warner, being able to show her daughter she can do anything.
She is here at every single game on the sidelines, and everybody can hear her from the stands. And so it's been super exciting to show her that it doesn't matter, that anybody can do anything if they really want to.
The Outcast has one thing on their mind: championships. And after missing it last year, nothing will stop them from reaching their goal.
We're going to win it. How are we going to win it? And that's by everybody doing their job and working together.
In Phoenix, Katrina Villarreal, Cronkite Sports.
Ice-based activities aren't exactly common in the desert. Even more unusual, sports that use equipment like sweepers and stones.
But curling has found some popularity outside of the icy north. In fact, I got to visit a clinic teaching the unique sport to new athletes here in the desert. Curling is described as shuffleboard on ice. Each team has 8 stones and plays 6 games known as ends. The rules of wheelchair curling are similar to the regulation game, only these players use specially designed sticks to help lead the stone without sweeping or sweepers.
We have to be more precise, and the chair has to be in a stationary position while delivering the stone.
There's a lot of technique for playing any sport on ice, and for 6 weeks this summer, Ability 360 hosted wheelchair curling clinics at the Coyotes Curling Club to teach people how to curl.
The challenge of throwing I don't want to say a perfect stone, but a good stone to where it's going to curl land in the house, maybe take out a rock, do something like that.
Tim Surrey helped introduce wheelchair curling 7 years ago when he and other folks at Ability 360 wanted to try out the sport. Surrey says it started out as a work get-together to learn how to curl.
Just started doing some of the curling clinics and more, and then eventually lead into this to where we actually have 8 people, which is a perfect number. It's 4-on-4 on the ice, so we get some pretty good numbers.
McDonald has been a part of the Coyotes Curling Club and started coaching the clinic after Ability 360 reached out to him. McDonald says going from competitor to coach has been amazing.
Seeing some of the people that come through the front door with whatever impairment that they have, a good imagination, and the knowledge of the game, we can get anybody out there to deliver a stone.
McDonald says that one thing that steers people away from curling is the fear of falling. But he says there's no need to worry as long as you have the right equipment. Wheelchair curlers have to make sure that their tires are cooled before going on the ice.
When you first go out, sure, if you try to push pretty quick, you'll slip and slide. But so that's why I have all the participants roll up and down. And then once the tire rubber cools down, you can push normal and the rubber grips the ice. You're good to go.
Heather Hoffmeister has been throwing stones as a part of Ability 360 for 5 years and says it has allowed her to learn how to curl and make friends.
You just have to do it in your own way. And wheelchair curling lets you curl. But yeah, you might have to use a stick or something like that. But you still get to have the fun.
The club is always looking for new members no matter the ability. The ice is always cool. In Tempe, Katrina Villarreal, Cronkite News. A hot Sunday afternoon, kids gathered at Arizona Barber Academy for a free haircut thanks to Arizona State University's running back, DeCarlos Brooks. Brooks hosted his second annual Cutback Give Back haircut event where kids had the chance to get their haircut with no charge. Brooks said that he wanted to find a unique way to give back to his community.
I could have done a football camp or I could have done something related to football, but, I just want to showcase, my talents and just the character and person I am and what other better ways cutting hair. I've been cutting hair for about 4 years now, so I thought it was a great idea.
Brooks began cutting hair at the time of COVID-19. He grew an interest for it and decided to use it as a way to give back. Brooks and Arizona Barber Academy owner Hillary Allegre began their partnership for Cutback Give Back last year through a mutual friend.
He was one of my instructor students and he'd asked him to do an event, and because he was coming here, he said, "Can we host it here in your school?" And I said, "Yeah." So we changed the event to here.
Arizona native and ASU alum Glenn Robinson said the event was a good way for Brooks to give back to his home state.
He's a kid that moved away from his community and he came back and he's willing to give back to his community.
Brooks is from Chandler, Arizona, and originally started his football career at the University of California. He transferred to ASU in 2023. Brooks said that it means everything to him to give back to the state he grew up in.
I don't forget where I'm from. I don't forget the people that supported me my whole football career, my whole life. So I just want to give back to those same type of people. And I know how I felt as a kid. I just want to give those kids that same feeling.
In Tempe, Katrina Villarreal, Cronkite News.